Hello everyone, welcome to the Albert and Billy Show. Listen to us on WAT radio. Well, hopefully we're going to in a few minutes. Having some technical difficulties today. Man, it's been my day, Papa, I tell you. But anyway, welcome to the Albert and Billy Show. I'm doing a little better now. But how you doing, Papa?
I'll let you know at the end of the day.
I figured you'd say fire to Midland. And you can also, of course, you're watching us on BTC Fiber TV channel 18 and on the BTC Fiber YouTube channel. And you can get on there, of course, and like and subscribe. Please do like and subscribe. You can leave comments. We'd like to hear from you. So yeah, get on there and check it out, folks. And you can see all of our episodes on there along with all the other original shows on BTC Fiber. So check it out. Check out their Facebook page and our Facebook page, the Albert Billy Show Facebook page. And we do have some shirts now, finally. And we are going to get some more in. So if you guys want to order an Albert and Billy Show t-shirt,
What is that?
let
large?
us know on the Facebook page or the BTC Fiber page. Do what?
Is that large?
This is large. Yeah, they'll be all sizes. So yeah, just let us know that they're finally here. And we're working on the Bloody Bledsoe. There'll be some Bloody Bledsoe shirts as well.
Oh,
yeah.
that'll be big time.
Yeah, I always get asked, about it. So we're going to do that too. So we'll keep you updated on that too, folks. Well, Papa, it's not as hot outside today, at least.
No, and it's
Actually
not been
feels
bright,
decent.
sunshiny.
No, yeah, I know. It's been kind of gloomy, but now the sun's out a little bit.
It looks nice outside.
Yeah.
Looks like a fall day.
That might
except
be why I feel
leaves
better.
are not falling rapidly.
You are right, though.
Just
I
every
feel
once
like
in a
it
while
is
you
fall.
Just every once in a while you see a leaf fall.
Yeah. Well, it's that time. We're getting close to fall, and I'm so ready for it. I've had enough of this hot summer, ain't you?
Yes.
Well, we got some birthdays and some announcements for you guys, as always. I'll start it off, Papa, with some birthdays. Several here, so bear with me. Happy birthday to Riley Evans and Britt Measles. Their birthdays were on September the 6th. That was on Wednesday. And Tyler Sapp had a birthday on September 7th. That was yesterday. Also, Tammy Simmons had a birthday on the 7th as well. Let's see. Stephanie Smith, hers is today. Yeah, today is the 8th, correct?
Today is the 8th.
All right, yep. So we have a few today. Stephanie Smith is today. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to Fran Barker. Hers is today. And Dan Young's is also today. Yeah. So happy birthday to Dan Young, our newsman here at WAT. Happy birthday, Dan. Happy birthday to, these are tomorrow. Happy birthday. Well, no, I missed one, my bad. That's Papa said, first mistake I ever made. This one is Kevin Whitson. Kevin Whitson. Happy birthday, Kevin. I know Kevin. And his is today as well, so happy birthday, Kevin. Okay, here's the ones for tomorrow. Jamie Staples. Cindy Hankins also has a birthday tomorrow. And Pamela Tabor, Mia Reese, pretty sure, or Maya Reese maybe. Happy birthday. These are a lot for tomorrow. That's like 5, I believe. Rhonda Anderson's is tomorrow, so happy birthday. And then happy birthday also, these are on the 10th. James David Bayless. Is it,
That's Joe David's.
Yeah, I thought maybe that was a misprint or something. Okay. James David Bayless, happy birthday. Tanya Robertson, happy birthday, Tanya. Hers is on the 10th. On the 11th, it's Shauna Farmer, Colton Robertson, Brandon Blaylock. So happy birthday to all of you. And on the 12th, this will wrap it up. The 12th is, when is that one? Tuesday. Happy birthday to Jadron Anderson, Joan Deboard. We'll say happy early birthday, Joan Deboard, and Jason Gooden. So happy birthday. I don't think I missed anybody, so that was quite a few, wasn't it?
That was several.
That really was, but I think I got them all. I sure did. So
Hey, how are you?
There's some of it. There's the birthdays, Papa. But I'll do my announcements too. I'm gonna get me a drink of water real quick.
I've got some announcements too.
Your voice can get, your throat can get dry after talking for a while, can't it?
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Well, here, I'm gonna let you've got this one, correct? I'm pretty sure you just told me that.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to skip that one and go to this one. Oh, this is a big one. It's time for the 45th annual Mountaineer Folk Festival out of Fall Creek Falls.
Fall Creek Falls.
That's a good event. I've worked that a few times, Papa. It's
Really?
a lot of people come out to that, don't they?
Oh, yes.
Come join us for our 45th Mountaineer Folk Festival and enjoy handmade crafts, traditional mountain music, good old country cooking, and much more. It's going to be on September 8th through the 10th, so that's tonight, tomorrow, and Sunday, so it's all weekend, folks. And it kicks off tonight. Let's see, that's about all it says about it, though. You can call, though, if you have any questions. You can give them a call. Call 423-881-5708. That's 881-5708. But trust me, it's more than what I just said on there. A lot more. They have all kinds of demonstrations, and
They used to have a sheepdog that would gather sheep.
yes, I'd say they still do that too.
I don't think gather is the right word.
Right? Yeah.
Shepherd.
Yeah, I've seen that though. I want to say they still do that, but I'm not sure. But I do know that it's a lot. It's a really good event.
Now those men that produce things to sell, I remember Minnie Helen and Jay Simmons. He did woodwork, and he made the sign, the places down there at the funeral home, Mr. George Reed's funeral home, where you sign the ledger.
Yeah.
He's the one that made those little shelves that they write that on.
Oh, really?
And he made the beers that they roll the caskets out in.
Oh, wow.
And the rocking chair in my family room,
Yeah.
in my living room,
He made that too?
Jay made that, and it's the mate to the one that was in the governor's mansion.
Oh, cool. I didn't know that. That's impressive.
That's the kind of
That chair's been sitting in your living room for how long? And I'm just now hearing this. I never did know this. That's a cool story.
They invited us out there for a meal once in a while. They came down to our house. They were fine friends.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. If you have friends, you are rich.
Yeah, you really are.
And
Well,
rare.
good friends, yeah. Yeah.
Rare is a person that has more than one best friend.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Yeah. It's, and friendship can be, sometimes you just got to live and learn, There's some people in your life, sometimes you think, there'd never be a falling out or anything, and it's just crazy how that happens, isn't it? And we all lose touch sometimes, and you just never know on that. That's for sure. But if you do have, just a few close friends, really, I think you're lucky.
Yes, you sure are.
Because that's because there's a saying, you can count your real friends on one hand.
Oh.
Yeah. Yes, man. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
There's the first blooper.
I said, yes, man. Yes, man.
Oh, okay. Well, my bad. Never mind. Blooper free so far. Now I'm going to tell you guys about the Colliers. I guess this is Michelle and Ronnie. I'm not sure. We'll see. It's Colliers multifamily, so I guess it's a few different families here. It's a yard sale, and it's going to be all weekend as well.
Starting today.
Starts today. They'll have clothes 0 to 22 weeks, household items, farm and building materials. They'll have baby clothes, a baby girl and boy. Everything needs to sell to raise money for Tabitha's legal fees. A worthy cause.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know Tabitha, but it's for a worthy
I've never
cause.
heard of that before.
No, it's pretty neat. So anyway, yeah, that makes it even more important because it's going to a charity, a worthy cause. So go check it out. It's gonna. I'm trying to see. Okay, it's on 3. Where's that? It's on SR30 Pikeville. It don't say west or east, but it's okay.
That would be west.
It's west. That's west. Yeah, I was gonna say I know it's west though, folks. It's Highway 30 West Pikeville, so it'd be out on Wheeler Mountain. I'm sure they'll have signs and stuff like that too.
Oh yeah.
And is it 3/19/11 SR30?
That's where it breaks off.
Okay, yeah.
319.
That might be an address or something out. That might be the address, so you can, if you don't know where you're going, you can ask Zuri on that one. And she'll get you there, but it'll be easy to find though. It'll be easy to find. You got that one. That's right. I got a break, and I done that one. Wow, I'm not used to having less announcements than you. I like that.
You do?
I get used to that, folks.
This is the one I'm going to talk about is not due until is going to be held until the 29th of this month.
Oh yeah.
But we've been announcing it already for a couple of weeks. It is a fundraiser, and it's called the Shining Supporting Survivors of Human Trafficking. It's going to be called a Hootenanny for Hope.
Okay.
And it's going to be held at the Mountain Heights Barn over in Saudi Daisy, Friday, September the 29th. That would be
a few weeks away.
2 weeks from today.
Okay.
This is
important though, yeah.
They're going to have, it doesn't tell you how much, but they're going to have a dinner plate. They're going to have live music. They're going to have an auction that will have two kinds. They're going to have a silent auction and a live auction, which you can actually bid on things. This evening is dedicated to hope for the people that are suffering from human trafficking.
Yes, which is a lot.
You can find online the details about the cost and everything and the tickets that are available, and this is the way that you get online: www.blazinghoperanch.org. That is the Blazing Hope Ranch. I never have heard of the Blazing Hope Ranch.
I hadn't either.
But that's in Saudi.
Yeah, but I say it's a nice place. So they got some nice places over there.
All right, that's
for sure.
Tomorrow morning, out at the Veterans Hall or up at the Veterans Hall, there's going to be a big country breakfast.
It's good too,
and it's going to start at 7 o'clock in the morning, and you can eat for 3 hours.
That's right.
So this is what they're going to offer you at that breakfast: biscuits and gravy, ham, sausage, bacon, eggs. It's got ham, sausage, bacon, eggs, potatoes, tomatoes, coffee, milk, and juice for a donation going towards maintenance of the operation of the building.
That's that's how they word it.
And the person that's sponsoring this breakfast, and when they say sponsor, that's who buys the bacon and the eggs.
That's right. Dion Alt.
That's Dion Alt.
Yeah, little Don.
Okay, then also tonight, September the 8th, that is tonight, out at the Mount Crest Fire Hall, you can have a pulled pork sandwich plate.
Barbecue.
And this is to benefit the fire department out there.
Okay, so it's for a good cause,
this
folks.
is the menu that you will be eating tonight. The pulled pork sandwich. Then you'll have coleslaw, potato salad, baked beans, and dessert. And that's $8 a plate. So you may eat from 4 o'clock this afternoon until 7 o'clock. Or until they sell out.
Right. Yeah, they might sell out. They really might.
Also, there is a meeting of the Bledsoe County Library Board. And these are the trustees that are entrusted with keeping the library open. And this is going to be on Monday, September the 11th at 3:30 at the library. So if you're one of those trustees, you be sure and be there.
That's right.
The library, I would check out 5 books at a time for Carolyn to read.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah,
She would have me check out. This man said, I told this joke last week. This man said, all of you that I gave a book to last year for Christmas, they're due at the library now.
Yeah, I remember that. I think that's funny.
Okay, the Mount Crest.
I know a couple people like that too.
The Mount Crest Methodist Church is having a fall festival,
yeah.
and that is tomorrow.
Okay.
No, a week from tomorrow.
Yeah, that's right. It's next weekend.
At 9 o'clock in the morning to 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And they want you to come and have a good time. They got bouncy houses, bake sales, gospel music, and crafts. So the children's course is going to be singing at 10 o'clock in the morning. And then there will be storytelling by Joyce Carroll and Sharita Black.
Yeah. They do a lot of events, don't they?
They do, and I'm sure that's furnished free.
Yeah, I'd say so.
That's at 10:30 in the morning, and the gospel music will happen at 11. And the Aged family is going to be there at noon.
Good.
At noon, and the Tabernacle Big Band will be there at 1:30. So they want you to come and meet Benjamin Franklin.
Oh yeah,
I didn't know that bird was still alive. He's been around a long time.
He has. Looks mighty good for his age, though.
He was instrumental in signing the Constitution, and he invented a lot of things.
That's true. He's held up well, isn't he?
They want you to come and meet him because he's going to
and
talk
his wife
about
too, right?
His wife's going to be there. They're going to talk about the birth of this country and the history of this country. So that sounds good.
That is good. People
the concessions
need to know
that you'll be able to participate in is pizza, Italian
good,
subs, hot dogs, cotton candy, popcorn, and snow cones.
Man,
so the games that the young will be playing, they have prizes. So if you are interested, you come if you're young or if you're young at heart.
Yeah,
they want you to come.
Sounds like a good time.
It sounds like a good time. That will be a week from tomorrow.
That's right.
September the 16th.
And I know they've been doing this for a few years now.
He didn't say what year this was.
No. They've not been doing it like a long time, but they've been doing it for a few years now. I think it's a really good event. And then speaking of Fall Festival, we can't forget that October 7th is the big Pikeville Fall Festival right here in downtown Pikeville.
That's right.
They'll be here before you know it.
It's about a month away. It's wise to have these things in September because it's not as hot.
Absolutely. When it's too hot, it's hard to get people to come, and you can't blame them just for the humidity alone. You really can't. But Chris Hennessy will be performing, and there'll be all kinds of performances, and vendors will be. I heard there's going to be several vendors, right, producer man? How many? Do you know an idea how many? I just heard it was a lot. Am I missing anything on this? Vendors, so they'll be playing food and entertainment. I know Chris Hennessy and several. Carrie Cagle Hassler will be performing too.
A lot of stuff for the kids.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of stuff for the kids. Are they having that kids section again like they did one year? Okay, that'll be good. It's a really good event, guys, and I'm assuming, I know they will include the farmers market. Will they do they probably won't do or will they do the cruise in? They'll do, okay. That'll be really good too.
Yes.
So they'll have the cruise in as well. So the farmers market will be open pretty much all day. Yeah, this will be a really good event, guys. You want to come out for this.
You got 2 entities working there. You've got the crowd, and you got all these vendors, and you got all this activity.
That's right.
This brings more of a crowd.
It does.
And then these things will benefit from the big crowd.
That's right. That's right. And I know there'll be a bunch of people there, and you need to come out and enjoy it. Once again, it'll be on October 7th, but we'll keep reminding you about it, that's for sure. Well, we finally got through our announcements, I think.
We got through the announcements.
I can't think of anything else, yeah. Well, it is trivia time in Tennessee.
I'm going to do some trivia, but I want to show you this picture that came off of the front of the magazine.
Tennessee Magazine?
that Tennessee puts out.
Mm-hmm.
This is beautiful.
That's a pretty bird, isn't it?
That
a
is
peacock.
A peacock.
Mm-hmm.
You know what peacocks are noted for?
No.
They strut.
Oh yeah, they do, don't they?
You can see why they strut.
Yeah. They're pretty and they know it.
If you look this nice, you would strut too.
Right. They know it, don't they?
They know it. Okay, you ready for trivia?
I think I am. I never know for sure.
Let me tell you what I'm going to do now for a few weeks, starting today.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to localize.
Oh yeah, you mentioned that.
I'm going to try to have all the questions based on a theme.
Okay.
So these questions are all locally oriented.
All right. I'll give it my best shot.
But
my lifeline might have to help me.
This is
some of them will be from like a long time ago.
Yes, it will, but it's having to do with Pikeville.
Yeah, it'll be interesting.
This is not just for you, Billy. This is for people that will be watching.
Oh yeah, they trust me. People will love the trivia part. They love it.
I think this will embrace.
It will.
A good portion of the people that are watching.
Absolutely, yeah.
Name 3 car dealerships in the last century in Pikeville, Tennessee. 3 brands of cars that you could buy.
Wait, okay, but it's car dealerships, all right?
Car dealerships.
There was a Vaughn Chevrolet, wasn't there?
Chevrolet is one of
them. Dang, what was the most recent one? The name's leaving.
What's the favorite car?
Man, that's making me mad. Well, I mean, there's a Ford place too.
Ford.
Yeah.
That's 2. You probably.
Well, it's making me mad that I can't think of one of the more recent places.
It was more recent than the other 2. It came third.
How recent?
Well, it was before your time, I guess.
Dang it! Well, you got any guesses on it, Lifeline? I got Ford and Chevy. I don't know what the other one be.
Chrysler.
Okay. Well,
John Lee Downey's daddy was the man that sold cars.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
Irving was his name.
Okay.
Question number 2. What retail business was in the building now housing this station and the antique shop?
Oh, Lee's Furniture, right?
Lee's.
Or Flooring. No, Lee's Cash Store.
Lee's Cash Store. That the family
finally got to it.
Pat Lee and his wife, his 2 sons, Dennis and John.
Okay.
John, and then they had a woman that they hired that worked here.
Yeah.
Her name was Lita Mae Swofford.
Oh, okay.
And
yeah, I've heard a lot of stories about it.
You could buy anything, hats, overalls, shoes, whatever you needed.
And I'm pretty sure they were around for a long time, weren't they?
They were here for a long time.
Yeah.
And I don't know, but it said cash, so I don't know if
I know.
I don't. Most businesses in Pikeville had credit.
No, they should have called it Lee's Credit Store.
All right, question number 3. What enterprise was in the building next door north?
Like right next door, though?
Right next door.
Stevens was?
No, that's 2 doors up.
Stevens is 2 doors up? No, it's not. It's right next there. It's right there. Stevens Pharmacy's right next to us, buddy boy.
It is now.
You're talking about, okay.
What was next door to Lee's Cash Store?
Oh, God. Maybe you can give me a clue.
You could sit in seats and watch.
Did you work there?
No, I didn't work there. I worked at the drugstore.
Well, I thought you might have worked at this place when you were younger, if it's what I'm thinking. A theater?
Theater, but I didn't work there.
Oh. Well, I thought you sold popcorn at a theater or something.
I sold popcorn at the drugstore as people went to the theater.
Okay. So that was kind of close.
That was the theater next door.
Yeah, I wished I'd never left. And you get that back.
You don't see many drive-in theaters anymore either.
No, and I hate that. I wish you saw more.
Well, people have movies in their homes.
I know.
Okay, number 4. Next door north after the theater was a drugstore.
And what is it?
I tell you, it's not the one currently.
Okay, who owned that store back then when I was in high school.
Okay, so it is Steve. No, it wouldn't be Stevens.
Well,
Would it?
thank you
Lifeline. You got any guesses? Dang it. How about a clue again?
His brother was a dentist.
Shoot. Will Hoyt? I'm just guessing here.
Well, Will Hoyt was down here.
He was a dentist, yeah. Another clue. Maybe one more.
His brother's name was Ferguson.
Ferguson. Lifeline.
His
I
house
really wish you could help.
His house is located across the street from the Methodist Church.
From the Methodist Church. Across the street. Was or
You wouldn't
is?
know him, but see,
I wouldn't know him.
No, you wouldn't know him because he was an old man when I worked for him, and I was in high school.
Okay, I don't know. You'll just have to tell me.
Leland Ferguson.
Oh, okay. You're right. I wouldn't
He
have
was the
guessed that.
owner of the drugstore,
Okay.
Ferguson Drugs. South Pikeville, where
Yeah,
I was raised,
It's pretty.
had 2 convenience stores back in the 40s and 50s, and even earlier than that.
Right.
Who owned the 2 stores?
Oh man. Now this is who owned them way back when? You mean?
Yeah. When I was a kid, I could go and buy milk or bread at the gas, and
it was
they
2
had
grocery
gas for
stores.
sale.
Okay.
And Carol and I worked at one of them when we got married. So when we got married in '53,
Apparently you didn't tell me this story either, or I'm not remembering it.
Carolyn cut her finger one day slicing cheese.
At the
we were
store?
over there we were working during the dinner break when the kids would come down there and eat their dinner.
Well, if y'all have told me this story, I definitely didn't grasp it or something. I'm trying to think.
Pam McVeigh's daddy owned the store. His house is still there. His house is where
McVeigh's? Was it called McVeigh's?
McVeigh's. They took it over later.
So these people, or McVeigh's took it over later,
Yeah.
right? Dang it. Well, then I know where it was then. It was in that location.
And that building is gone.
I know. I hated to see that. Because there's a lot of history
They sold
there.
ice. They sold soft ice cream.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was it called then? Because I don't know.
Benton Farmer.
Benton?
Benton Farmer owned it.
Okay.
And his wife's name was Oma Lee, and they ran the store. And Carol and I worked there in the 50s.
Okay. I didn't know that. And then McVeigh's was after that. And it was
Okay.
around for a long time
The
too.
second convenience store was located
Oh, there's another one. Dang.
across the road, up about 2 doors. And that building is still there. Jerry's Auto Parts.
Do you have any idea what Jerry's Auto Parts used to be, Lifeline?
They own the house right next door to it. That's where
Dang
they
it.
lived. F.E. Patton was his name.
Oh, okay.
Then later, Firm Cagle bought it
Okay.
and ran the store.
And then it was Jerry's after that.
Then it was Jerry's Auto
Okay.
Parts.
Yeah, that building's still there.
That building's still there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, number 6.
Yeah.
Who owned the Chevrolet dealership?
I guess somebody named Vaughn. The Vaughns.
Yes.
Well, that's about as good as it's going to get. I'm going to give myself, I got that one right, folks.
Her husband was dead. It was Finette Vaughn.
Finette. That's a different name.
Finette.
Finette Vaughn.
She always wore a hat.
Really?
I took groceries to her house one day, and she was sitting at her living room table,
Mm-hmm.
and she was crying. I said, Finette, what's wrong?
Mhm.
She said, oh, Albert, I can't do the things I used to do. I know how she feels.
I bet you didn't know what to say, though, did you?
Okay. Where was Vaughn Chevrolet located?
Well, I think I might know that. I don't know what it is now, but it's still here. That building's
It's
still
still
here.
here.
And it's in North Pikeville.
No,
It's not North Pikeville.
that's where the Chrysler dealership was.
Ah.
It's
Well,
on,
then, okay.
It's
Where's
with
that
the-
then?
It's
or
right,
give me a hint.
right next to the Church of Christ.
That's where Vaughn Chevrolet was? I did not know that.
My daddy worked there.
I was getting it mixed up with the Chrysler then. That building's still there too.
It's Lola's.
So okay, so it's Lola's. Okay.
That's the building now that says it's Lola's.
Well, I know where that's at. That's one of our sponsors.
Okay. Who owned the Who owned the Ford dealership?
Any guesses? The Ford dealership.
Ridley.
The Greg Ridley. I mean, okay. It's
That
way
was
back
later.
when.
That was later.
That's why I'm not getting any of these.
In the last century. Most of these questions have to do with the last century. Sam Brown was one of the men.
You was about to say that, so my lifeline got it, so we're going to say we got it right.
His partner was Hayden Wilson.
Okay, so Sam Brown, Hayden Wilson.
Sam Brown and Hayden Wilson.
I know what this would be. I'll give you another suggestion because people like when you do that, the local stuff. Trust me, I know. And you've been requested to do it. You need to do it in Albertology again too, because that's what you've done at one time. But it's been a while. It's been a while. It'd be good to refresh people's memories on that.
All right, give me one more question.
Where
was the Ford dealership located?
Wait. Right across from the street. Across the street.
Ember's Ice Cream Shop.
Okay, that's pretty cool. Okay.
That is where the Ford dealership was. They had gas pumps out front. They had gas pumps out front. They had a body shop. They had a body shop on the side entrance there. They had mechanics in the back.
Well, it is a big building.
It had showroom in the front.
Well, yeah, you could, because that is a big building, isn't it? It's a real big building.
Yeah. Sam Brown sold me my first car in 1960. We bought our Ford Falcon in 1960 for $2,121.25.
How long would he was that was something that was here for a long time too, right?
Oh yeah, he was the mayor of Pikeville at one time.
Oh, okay. Well, I've heard that name.
I ran into the woman that bought his home last Saturday out at Save-A-Lot. Her name, she was Shirley Bickford, and she bought Sam Brown's house. It's on Cumberland Avenue.
Oh, okay.
And his wife just died last year, or this year.
Oh, really?
She was a little over 100 years old, Martha Sue Brown.
Oh, okay, yeah, Martha Sue.
And so they sold that house.
Yeah, she was over 100, and she played the piano.
She played the piano till she was about 100.
Yes, yeah, very impressive.
When we bought that car, we started going on vacation. We would go to Florida the first year I remember we went. I came up here to Sam Brown and got a tank full of gas. He didn't charge me.
Dang.
He said, have a good time on your vacation, Albert.
Good old days. Man.
All right, last question.
Okay.
The bank located in the center of town, where was it originally? We've got it now where it is. Farmers.
Yeah, right. Yeah, well, that was a hotel or motel.
That was a hotel.
More like a hotel.
But now it used to be First National Bank.
Yeah.
Where was it located?
Okay, it was it across the street maybe?
Yes.
And it was maybe I don't know how far up. It was 2 or 3 buildings up this street, right?
It's on the corner.
It was the last building where Howard Up Church is, basically.
Howard Up Church building right now.
Good.
That building is still there.
Yeah.
And overhead was
that was something too, wasn't it?
Was a dentist office.
Yeah.
And the Board of Education.
Yes, and it was it was the Board of Education up until maybe 20 years ago. I mean, it wasn't that long ago when it was the Board of Education.
I had not thought of that.
Yeah. Sure was.
That is all of trivia.
Wow. Well, it was interesting. I didn't know all of them, but it's interesting.
I'm sure some people that listen
and
watch this program, they could identify with some of these.
Yeah, they'll know some of them. Well, that was interesting. Well, when we come back, we'll have some Albertology, that's for sure. But first, we'll have some Wide World of Sports for you.
Yes.
And, of course, jokes will end the show as always. So stick around, and we'll see you right after the break.
You need a bank that you can depend on. Here at Citizens Tri-County Bank, we have the most dependable staff that you will ever meet. Call in, you will not get an automated attendant, you'll get a person. But on the other side, we have all the technology that anyone would need, from apps to online banking to bill pay. So please come and grow with us as we're about to celebrate our 50th year. We are the only community bank you will ever need.
At Jason Lewis Dunlap Supercenter, we're committed to be better. Better prices, better vehicles, a better experience. Your Jason Lewis Dunlap Supercenter understands that you rely on us to provide you with the highest quality of used vehicles. With over 350 pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. So what are you waiting for? Let us show you a better experience with the Jason Lewis Automotive family. Come visit us at Rankin Avenue here in Dunlap or on the web at dunlapsupercenter.com.
Support small business and shop DunlapMercantile.com.
Welcome back, folks, to the Albert and Billy Show on WAT Radio and Channel 18 BTC Fiber TV and on our BTC Fiber YouTube channel. And don't forget Facebook. Remember, you can order Albert Billy t-shirt. Just get on the Facebook page. Or you can leave a comment on BTC Fiber. Just let us know of all sizes. And now we're back with some sports of all sorts.
Sports of all sorts.
Papa.
Bledsoe won.
Yeah, that was a good close game.
They beat they
beat Sell Creek and Cumberland
27-0.
County the week before. Oh yeah, my bad. Cumberland County, the one before that, was the one that went overtime.
Yeah, they had to go overtime.
So yeah, Bledsoe's 2-1 now.
Now next up tonight is York Institute.
Yeah, they're undefeated, but I don't really know how good they are though.
We'll find out tonight.
We will. At least it's a home game, so they'll give us the advantage.
And Tennessee handily defeated
Man,
Virginia.
oh man, Papa. Handily is putting it mildly. They destroyed them.
49-13.
It was fun to watch.
If you're a Tennessee fan.
Yeah, I think it would have been fun if you're Virginia.
But what about Duke beating Clemson?
I didn't think that would happen.
I
to
didn't
be honest
either.
with you, Duke has really improved for one.
Or Clemson has less
I think it might be
manpower
a
than
little.
they've been used to having.
I was thinking maybe a little of both. I think that might be the case.
Or they maybe overlooked Duke.
They could have been overconfident. I can see that because let's face it, when you think Duke, you think basketball.
Yeah.
You don't think football at all.
I think Duke is a Baptist school.
It is. It is.
Demon Deacons.
That's Wake Forest.
Is it Wake Forest?
But they're a Methodist school. But it is weird. They're both Christian schools, but they both have. The Wake Forest is the Demon Deacons, and Duke's the Blue Devils.
Oh, it's Blue Devils. Blue Devils. Okay.
And I'm not sure what a Blue Devil is. Are you?
No. But Colorado, with Deion Sanders at the helm,
yeah,
they're ranked now.
I know it. I know. I like it. I like it. I'm kind of rooting for him.
Go.
I like him just
Deion.
because he tells it like it is. I like that.
Well, I hope he doesn't get cocky.
Yeah, he don't seem to be though. He seems to have matured a little bit, don't he?
Well, we'll see.
Yeah.
But when Tennessee played Virginia, that was no patsy.
No, that's not a
That was
cupcake.
not a crip course for them. But
no, that's a power conference team.
They had a quarterback that was.
I wasn't impressed.
I don't know. Well, he threw for 2 touchdowns and ran for 2.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Virginia's quarterback.
No. But
yeah, Tennessee's, I was very impressed with both quarterbacks. They both done great.
But Sampson ran for 3 touchdowns.
He had a great game, and he had 4 total. He caught one too.
Yeah, he did.
He had a career game.
Okay, and then Georgia beat Tennessee Martin by
Gee, boy, that had me
41
on the
points.
edge of my seat, I tell you.
and Alabama.
Oh, there's another one. Middle Tennessee.
Alabama took care of them 56-7, and Mississippi
Did they?
unmercifully beat Mercer 73-7.
Golly, Dave.
Mississippi State took care of Southeast Louisiana by 41 points.
Yeah.
LSU got beat. That's the first SEC team to lose.
They did play
But
a
let me
tough
tell you
team,
something.
though.
Florida State is no
They're
fluke.
good, yeah.
And maybe LSU is too highly touted.
Possibly. I
They
think
were
we'll have
ranked
to-
number 5.
Yeah, and I knew LSU was supposed to be good this year, but I thought that was too high. They need to prove it,
Well,
and they're not so far.
they didn't against Florida State.
No, they didn't.
But Florida State might be better
But
than
that's
we
not.
think.
Yeah, and I think they are. I think that's not a bad loss actually, and I
I
believe
don't
it
think
was it in Tallahassee?
Yeah, and then,
Yeah.
then Vanderbilt got beat. No, not Vanderbilt.
That wouldn't be shocking.
South Carolina.
Oh, really? Who beat
North
them?
Carolina beat South Carolina.
Oh, okay, that'd be a good rivalry game.
31-17. That's nearly double
Oh,
score.
dang!
So South Carolina,
Must not
they
be
beat
great either.
Clemson and Tennessee both last year. So this might not be as
Do
good
they
a year as you.
I know. I don't. Do they have that quarterback from last year?
I don't know.
I'll find that. That'll make the difference. Remember, he had a career game against Tennessee.
Yeah, he did. And the coach was on cloud 9.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But if you beat Tennessee and Clemson back to back,
Yeah,
you got
you
bragging
deserve to
rights.
be.
You got
Yeah.
bragging rights. And then Kentucky took care of Ball State 44-14.
Oh, good. Yeah. Well, at least all the ones that were supposed to win handedly did.
Yes, they did.
That's good.
But I was disappointed in South Carolina, and I was disappointed in LSU.
I know. I wish LSU would have beat Florida
I
State.
think in the SEC, out of 14 teams, we've got 6 that's ranked in the top 25.
That's impressive, and we always seem to lead that category. Always.
Well, if next year Texas and Oklahoma joins the SEC, maybe it might change. But guess
all the conference is going to be stupid looking though.
guess who Alabama plays tomorrow?
But,
Texas.
oh yeah, that's right. That's right. It's early, I believe, like at 11 or something.
I don't
That'll be a
remember.
good one.
That'll be a good game.
Is it? Where's it at? Do we
I
know?
don't know.
Well, dang it! I'm going to have to look some of this stuff up.
Well, I don't
Producer
have a
man.
paper. I don't have any paper to read anymore.
I know. I'm going to ask producer maybe if he can pull it up on something here. What about the time of it? Alabama and Texas. But in the meantime, yeah, I'm listening.
Okay, on the Paul Feinbaum show,
Hmm.
he asked the question: what after first week? What is there that you know will be true all season long that you learned in week 1? And this is what they said: Florida State is good.
Yeah, that's obvious.
And they said Colorado should be ranked, and they were ranked.
Yeah, I agree with that too.
And LSU was overrated.
Well, they're agreeing with us. Sounds like.
And they say that
I agree with all that.
Missouri will be around in Atlanta at the end of the season. Missouri.
Who
I don't-
said that? They must be out
I
of their
don't know.
mind.
But that they're not even ranked.
They're out of their ever living mind. I don't
Okay.
agree with that one at all.
Since January, 12 players from Georgia have been arrested.
What?
This week, one of the coaches was arrested.
From Georgia,
From
the
Georgia.
defending national champion.
So I don't know
What is
how,
going on down
I
there?
don't know how Kirby Smart is handling that.
I'd say not very well.
Not very well.
Is that all
You-
the details we know?
That's all I know. I read it. I read it on television.
It'll come out though. It will. That has to be recent.
Yeah, it was this week on the Paul Feinbaum show.
And it was an assistant coach too.
Well, it had to be an assistant.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be Kirby Smart.
Well, no, they just said if it was him. But still, that's just crazy. I'm trying to wrap my mind around that.
But Ole Miss and Texas A&M are ranked,
Yeah.
and they both will play this week.
Play who? Each other?
No, they play.
Oh.
But Auburn is not ranked. Vanderbilt's not ranked. Mississippi State's not ranked.
Mississippi State's not ranked. I thought they would be.
But now also the Paul Feinbaum show, they said, give me your reaction after 1 week. And they said Colorado is coming. LSU should be number 3.
Is it 11? Maybe.
What's it?
Alabama and Texas.
6 o'clock our time, ESPN.
Oh, okay. That's what it should be. I'm glad I asked. That's
Should
more
be,
like it.
Instead of a
Yeah, that's
game.
too early. Okay. ESPN, folks, 6 o'clock.
Mississippi should win the East, and Auburn should win the West. Auburn's not even ranked.
Well, Mississippi's not in the East. Who said that?
Mississippi wins the East, and Auburn wins the West. Auburn's in the West.
Auburn and Mississippi both are in the West.
Maybe that Missouri.
Oh, again, what's up with this
Missouri's not even
Missouri?
ranked. They're not even ranked. But
Well,
that's,
something's. I'm going to have to find out about
that's a
that
fan.
too.
That's a fan that called in.
Okay, apparently a delusional fan.
But now, where is Alabama ranked? Number 2.
I think so.
This person said Alabama's ranked too high.
I agree with that. I do.
Number 3?
Texas is 11.
Okay, Alabama's went down to 3.
No, they were number 3 last week.
Oh, well, good.
So
They're
they
still
stayed the
number
same.
3.
But I guess
Well, they just played Middle Tennessee.
somebody
so,
thought they were number 2.
Yeah, you don't deserve to go up. Just beating
Tennessee
them.
would be great if they made fewer mistakes.
Somebody said that.
They would be great if they didn't make as many mistakes.
Well, I don't know if I didn't see too many mistakes. Did you?
I didn't see any.
I'm trying to think of one. I mean, I don't know why they'd say that. I've seen games where they did, but that sure wasn't one of them, was it?
You want to do this?
You can't ask for a more flawless performance on offense than the one Saturday last week.
I thought they did. Really
That's
well.
and
they
that's a
they
nitpicky fan there.
They brought in the reserves.
And they done good too. One thing for this, the Tennessee running backs, the running game is what I was impressed with the most.
They really look good.
They all of them did.
Samson,
He's gonna be good.
I hadn't seen him before at all.
Yeah, he played last year, but he was back up, and I think he's young.
Small is still playing.
Yeah, he had a good game too.
He did a good game.
But yeah, they're both good. Well, anyway, real quickly here, a little pressed for time, so I'll run through our sponsors quickly. But obviously, we thank you very much. We appreciate all of you. So here we go. Thank you to Citizens Tri-County Bank, Bilbrey Insurance, Scotty's, the offices of Janine Boynton, Lisa Wheeler, and Michael Walker. Matt Massengeld and his friendly staff down at Farm Bureau Insurance in South Pikeville, right by another sponsor, Putnam Reed Funeral Home. They're I always say, about as south as you can get in Pikeville, aren't they? Nickel Row Antiques, our closest neighbor, of course. And if you've watched the show in the past, you've seen it. We've filmed a few episodes here at Nickel Row Antiques. And the selection is, you can find just about anything in there. You really can. So check it out if you haven't, folks. And check out their new place too, just a block, up the street, Spring Street Antiques. That's their new business. So check it out as well, folks. You'll like it. The Morgan Brothers, and obviously the Bankwalker Brewery and the Pikeville Family Restaurant. Remember, folks, the brewery, they want you to know they're open Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So go in there and check it out. If you haven't, it's a really, really nice place. Also, State Farm Insurance, Nick Smith. Thank you, Nick. We appreciate it. Milldown Outdoor Adventures. That'd be Timmy and Michelle Campbell. It's Lola's. We talked about that already, hadn't we? I guess what was the old Vaughn Chevrolet?
Yes.
I remembered. Michelle Collier and Company Realty. Thank you, Michelle. Also, Bill Wolf and Lee Station Baptist Church. Southern Pearl Florist Home Decor and Gifts. Boy, I said it real good that time. Thank you. And also thank you to the Daily Stop, right over on the bypass. And our newest one, it's quilting time. And where is it, Papa? Once
It's where the Dr. Smith's office used to be.
That's right. Just right across the street. Cumberland Avenue. All right, Albert. What do we got for Albertology now?
I've got an article about Franklin Delano Roosevelt. You would not remember Franklin Delano Roosevelt, but you should have heard
of him,
about
obviously, yeah. And we've talked about him on the show before.
He became president at a time that was crucial in the history of the United States.
Yeah.
And he became president back in the 30s, following the Great Depression.
It was right in the middle of it, wasn't it?
Well,
part of it.
It started in the 20s.
Okay.
My daddy told me tales that would make your hair stand up.
I bet.
People would jump out of buildings to commit suicide. It was a harsh time, but people in this community that were used to having gardens and canned stuff.
Yeah.
They didn't hurt them as badly as they did people in the cities.
And I'm sure people here helped each other out
too. They had
too.
soup lines in these big towns.
Yeah, learning about that, I remember that, Papa.
But what he did to try to get us back on our feet, he initiated programs, and all these programs were identified with letters that stood for the name of the company that was doing the work that he wanted done. TVA, what does that stand for?
Tennessee Valley Authority.
Okay, everybody understands that. It's still around.
Yeah.
But do you know what CCC stood for? Civilian Conservation Corps.
Okay.
I have read the menu of what they had for a meal.
Really?
And it was government stuff, but they had the best of everything.
Oh, really?
Because the government was footing the bill.
Oh yeah.
So they had up the East Valley Road, not very far, they had a place up there where they worked out of that. But anyway, I recently learned what WPA stood for.
What's that?
Works Project Administration.
Oh, okay.
There was an article about it on the front page of the Bledsonian Banner in 1938 about the WPA.
Really?
When I was a boy in school, only 2 schools in the school system had gyms. You had a school out at Deal, you had a school down at Lusk, and you had schools in Pikeville, and
they all ended up with gyms, though. But not then.
Only 2 schools had a gym when I went to school. That was Patton and Pikeville.
Okay.
Patton's gym was built by the WPA.
Where is Patton again?
Patton's about 7 or 8 miles straight up on the old highway, and that's where Faith Baptist Church is.
Oh, so it's like I would consider 9 mile.
It's
right
short
there.
of 9 miles. It's close to it.
Like
Maybe,
right almost to it.
Might be just a little bit past it. I don't remember.
Okay.
But
I know what you're talking about now.
I went there to play ball when I was a kid in grammar school. But that gym that they built cost $1,869.
I guess that was a lot back then, but now that'd be great, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Can't do that now.
No way.
Okay.
What were do you remember what they were called? The Patton what?
No, I have no idea. I have no idea.
It was a long shot, but I figured I'd ask.
I want to tell you something about this planet that you're on.
I love how you worded that.
This planet you're on. What? Earth is one of the smallest planets of all the planets.
Okay.
Recently, Pluto was ruled not a planet because it was too small.
Yeah, I think that's really dumb. I think why do that all these years later?
Well,
I mean, honestly, like it seems pointless, Papa.
Okay, but why they did, I don't know.
I don't either.
But if you look from space at Earth, mostly what you see is water. 75% of the surface of the planet Earth is water.
Yeah.
And then you stop to consider how much of the land is covered with trees, forestry, you don't have a whole lot of cleared land.
Well,
and yet we've got a lot of people that live on this planet.
Yeah.
Several billion.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. Because of water and our atmosphere and our temperature, Earth can support life.
That's right. That's right.
I wonder who made it that way.
God did.
The size of Earth to the sun. The sun is central to our existence.
Yes.
The size of Earth. If the sun were hollow, I want you to listen to this.
If the sun were hollow.
If it were hollow, it could swallow 1 million Earths.
God.
We could fit 1 million planets the size of Earth inside the sun, plus
That's hard to imagine.
64 million moons.
Good grief. That's
That gives
impossible
you an idea
to
of
imagine.
how large the sun is.
It's enormous, apparently. Enormous. That's crazy. That's crazy, isn't it? That's mind-blowing.
The sun does not move. We move
We
around the
move
sun.
around it, yes.
I somewhere I had down. Oh, here it is. The temperature of the sun. 9,932 degrees Fahrenheit.
Wow.
That's why it's hot in the summertime.
Yep.
The moon has no atmosphere, no wind, no water.
Okay.
It has no light. The light it gets is from the sun. It just reflects the
Oh.
light.
What causes full moons and things, and the bright moons that we get every now and then? Wonder what causes that.
It's the way we move around it, the way it moves.
And the sun, but the sun's causing it, maybe.
Yeah,
Has
the
to
sun
be.
is just a star.
Yeah, that's amazing, isn't it? That's one big star.
But the Earth rotates around the sun, and it takes us a year to rotate completely around the sun.
I do remember learning that. But when I was in school, they taught that it was 9 planets. Pluto was one of them. It was the smallest.
All right, I got some jokes now.
I know. Good deal.
I want you to listen to these jokes.
Well, I'm gonna listen to that part. I like hearing about that a lot better than the planets.
Well,
but I did one
I
good
thought that
thing
was
about.
interesting.
Oh, it is interesting, but it made me remember. Like we studied it in school. I remember a lot of that.
I just found that information somewhere and I wrote it down.
Really? I remembered a lot of it.
I read it. To err is human, to forgive divine. You've heard that?
Yeah, I've heard that saying.
But to err is human, to point it out with glee is internet.
That is very true.
People have a tendency to rejoice if you have a bad day.
Yeah, and I've always thought that was sad.
In the
I
book
call
of,
people like that haters.
in the book of Job, Job loses 7 sons and 3 daughters.
Yeah,
He loses all of his camels, all of his cows, all of his sheep. He loses all of his wealth. He puts sackcloth on and ashes on his head.
Man.
He has 3 friends that comes to give him comfort. The rest of the book of Job to 37 or 38, they're telling Job, you tell God your sins and God will forgive you and you will not have this trouble. Job said, I didn't do anything wrong. I'm okay. But God comes on the scene in chapter 38. But what I'm saying is those friends pointed out to Job his sins. People have a tendency.
Oh yeah.
We still have Job around today.
Oh yeah.
The 3 friends are Eliphaz, Bildad, and Zophar. We still got Eliphaz, Bildad, and Zophar today.
We do. You're right.
Okay. My husband can't activate our Amazon Echo because he keeps forgetting the name Alexa. The minute Bible study, when we come across a question that nobody knows the answer to, they say Alexa.
Alexa can help you.
All
she
right.
comes through.
So he can't he keeps forgetting that name. So they
That's
said,
funny.
just think of the car Lexus
Yeah, yeah.
and add an A at either end, both ends.
Okay.
A Lexus, that would be.
Right.
So that's what they suggested to him. So the next time he wanted to use that new toy,
Mhm.
he looked a bit puzzled, but then he said, Acura. He added an A at both ends.
Yeah, he did that part right, didn't he?
Now listen to this. This
Oh, that's
is
good.
about how stupid Albert is. A few weeks back, I went to the hardware store and bought an axe to use on an overgrown shrub I wanted to cut down. I put the axe in a bag, and on my way home, I went to a grocery store to buy a bottle of wine.
No.
So when the clerk placed the bottle of wine in my bag that I had, he saw the axe, and he says, "This has all the makings of an interesting weekend."
Sure does. I knew he was gonna say something like that.
I don't. I
An
can't.
axe and a bottle of wine.
I don't like self checkouts.
I don't either, and it's stupid, and it takes away jobs from people, and no, I don't like it at all. I don't support it.
You go
They
into
take
Walmart,
away enough jobs from people, you know.
You take
Enough's
away.
enough.
You go into Walmart and you can't hardly find one.
I know.
You can't find anybody to wait on you.
I don't think that's
So
a good
this
thing at
person
all.
says, "I love the self checkout aisle at my supermarket. The
Yeah,
only
some
problem
people do.
comes when I leave an item on the scanner too long, and the robo voice scolds me and says,
No.
'Please move your whole milk,' or whatever it is, to
Oh.
the bagging area."
Mhm.
I didn't know they had a robo.
I didn't either.
So ordinarily I just ignore it. But on my last shopping trip, I moved fast when the voice began shouting, "Please move your pork butt."
He must.
I remember Joe
He
Curtis,
must. Never mind. I'm gonna be nice.
Carolyn's brother. Joe Curtis worked at the store when he was in school.
Yeah. Oh, did he?
And he was, Eddie Klein did too.
Really?
And, yeah. And,
I didn't know that.
Joe was helping me in the meat market one day, and his mother came in there to buy a roast. And
Oh, Mama.
yeah, and Joe said, "Mama," said, "how about trying one of these pork butts?" And she got on to him for using that word. If that's what you call them.
I can see it. She was a pistol, wasn't she?
Yes.
I can see that.
Service in the restaurant was abysmally slow.
Oh.
My husband was starting to flip out. So I tried
waiting
to
on food.
I tried to distract him with small talk. You know, I said, our friend Christy should be having her baby anytime now. Really? My husband responded. She wasn't even pregnant when we came in here.
That's a good comeback.
When I
that's good.
when I stepped on the scale at my doctor's office,
No,
I was
this will be
surprised
good.
to see that I weighed 144 pounds. I can't remember when I weighed 144. Why don't you just take off that last 4? I joked to the nurse.
Right.
And she made a notation on my chart. A few minutes later, the doctor came in and flipped through my chart. He said, "I see you've lost weight. You're down to 14 pounds."
That's what I was there thinking.
She
That
took
was
away-
dumb.
She took away the last 4.
14 pounds.
During a visit to the ladies' room, my friend Addie heard the woman in the next stall suddenly ask, "So how are you?" And Addie said, "Well, I'm fine."
Right.
The woman then said,
So odd.
"So what's new?" Addie was still confused. She
I
said,
bet.
"Not much. What's new with you?" It was then that the woman snapped, "Do you mind I'm on the phone?"
That's the best one so far.
My friends and I were chatting over dinner in a restaurant.
Okay.
A man at the next table told his cell phone caller to hold on.
They must be
Then
too loud.
He stepped outside to talk. When he got back in, I said, "That was very thoughtful of you." He said, "I had no choice. You were too loud."
No. Just telling the truth.
A wife texts her husband on a frosty winter morning. "Windows frozen," her husband texts back.
Mm-hmm.
"Pour lukewarm water over it."
Yeah.
5 minutes later came her reply, "Computer completely messed up now."
Oh. Dang.
As a professor at Texas A&M,
No way. We was talking about them a few minutes ago.
I taught during the day and did research at night. I would usually take a break around 9 p.m. however,
Yeah.
calling up the strategy game Warcraft on the internet and playing with an online team.
Okay.
All this is done on the internet now.
Right.
So one night I was paired with a veteran of the game. The game was called Warcraft.
Warcraft.
And so this person that he's playing with was a master strategist.
Okay.
And with him at the helm,
Mm-hmm.
our troops crushed opponent after opponent. And after 6 games, we were undefeated. So
Okay.
suddenly my fearless co-worker informed me that his mom wanted him to go to bed. I said, "Well, how old are you?" He said, 8. So
Little kid schooling them.
the little boy said, "No," he said, "I'm 12." And so
Well, still, that's
I
bad.
said, "Well, he asked me how old I was." I said, "I'm 8."
Lied, didn't he?
He lied.
I don't blame him on that one.
My family has a tradition of naming the cruise control on our cars.
What do they call it?
Listen to this.
Okay.
We're used to hearing my father proclaim, "Take it, Max,"
Take it. Okay.
as he flipped on the cruise control. Mine don't even work. During long trips, that's what he would do. So recently I was traveling with my parents in the new car when we hit a wide open expanse of highway. My dad leaned back and said, "I think I'll let Tom drive for a while." And I said, "Well, Tom who?" "Tom Cruise."
That's pretty good.
This is the last one.
That's pretty good.
I recently bought a new car that had a faulty light.
Mm.
When after 5 visits to the dealer shop,
Yeah.
they were unable to fix it. So I
Dang.
tried to get it replaced by threatening to use my state's lemon laws, and my calls and letters to the dealer got nowhere. So he went to a florist and ordered a fruit basket filled with lemons and sent it to the dealer along with this poem.
Oh.
"When I drive my lemon, I'll be thinking of you. Pretty soon my attorney will too."
Ooh, I like that.
A short time later, the dealer called and said what color I would like my new car to be.
Oh. Changed her mind real quick, didn't it?
Wasn't that something?
Yeah, not too surprised on that one. That was a good one too.
That was good.
I like that poem. I'm sure they didn't. That was a
I'm
great
sure they didn't
comeback.
either.
Man, well, you're still on the road, so I can say the streak continues. I don't know how long it's been now
Well,
since you told a bad one.
it's good to laugh,
Yeah, I think it's important.
but it's also good to cry.
Yeah, that's important too. It's good to show emotions when you need
You're
to.
showing emotions.
Yeah.
And life is not always pleasant.
No. Heck no.
So sometimes you have to cry, and sometimes you have to let tears out. That's the reason you have tear ducts.
And sometimes you have to laugh to keep from crying.
That's good. I hadn't thought of that minute.
That's the
good.
truth too. Well, that's it for this edition of the Albert and Billy Show, folks. Thanks for joining us today. We do appreciate it. Remember to check out BTC Fiber Facebook and the Albert and Billy Show Facebook also, and let us know if you want an Albert and Billy Show t-shirt.
I like that shirt.
Yeah, I like them. And there's about 5 different colors. And so and also check out the BTC Fiber YouTube page again, and get on there and like and subscribe, folks. And if you don't make it to the home game, it is here at home.
York Institute.
Kick off at 7.
That was started by Sergeant Alvin C. York.
That's right. Jamestown. So, but it'll be here in Pikeville. But if you don't make it to the game, you can listen to it live here on WAT with Mike and Bradley, BTC Fiber's news personalities. Have you seen their show yet?
Yes, I like it.
It's good. So yeah, check them out. Mike and Bradley's Sports Scene is the name of the show. Check it out. And that'll get better and better, like I said. Especially if you, I definitely think y'all should film just broadcasting a football game. That would be great footage, I assure you.
Well, they seem to be well paired.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they have good chemistry. They're funny to listen to. But kickoff is at 7, so you can go to the game or you can listen to Mike and Bradley live here on WAT Radio. And we will see you cats next time right here on the Albert and Billy Show. Until then, you guys have a great week.
See you later.
Hey folks, Albert and Billy here. You're watching us on Channel 18, BTC Fiber. Check us out on BTC Fiber YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe and like. And check out our Facebook page. Be sure to like and share. Thanks everybody for watching.